The Super Bowl is America's biggest sports game of the year and has been around since the late 60s. However, there are 12 teams who have never won a Super Bowl, and 4 of them have never even been to one. So, if your team's on this list, I'm genuinely sorry for what you have to go through as a fan. Number 1, the Detroit Lions. It is quite known that the Detroit Lions are probably the worst NFL franchise in history, considering they are one of the oldest teams around and have never been to a Super Bowl. The Lions hold 2 of the 3 worst NFL defenses of all time, giving up over 500 points, with one of those seasons falling 0-16. The Lions haven't won a playoff game in 29 years. Their last playoff win was January 5th, 1992, where they beat the Cowboys 38-6. The closest the Lions have ever been to a Super Bowl came the following week in the NFC Championship against Washington. Barry Sanders only rushed for 44 yards, and as a result, got smacked 41-10. I mean, the fact that this franchise had Stafford and Megatron and couldn't win one single playoff game says enough. Management is poor, and the drought of not going to a Super Bowl, well, is going to run for at least another decade. God knows when they're ever going to win one. Number 2, Houston Texans. The Texans became an NFL franchise in 2002, which is the most recent new team to come into the league. So you can't really give them too much of a hard time for never making it to a Super Bowl. However, the Texans have never even made it to the conference championship game and are 0-4 in the divisional round. The closest they have ever been to a Super Bowl would have been last year against the Chiefs, where they were up 24-0 in the divisional. And we all know what happened after that. However, Deshaun Watson is on his way out, so it looks like it's going to be a while for Houston to seize glory. Number 3, Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars organization was founded in 1995, and they got off to a pretty hot start. The Jags, led by head coach Tom Coughlin, made the playoffs in 4 of their first 5 years, and even played in the AFC Conference Championship in 1996, in just their second season. In 1999, Jacksonville posted a franchise best record going 14-2, but lost out on a Super Bowl trip to the Titans in the AFC Championship. Fast forward 19 years later in 2018, Blake Bortles and their powerhouse defense featuring Jalen Ramsey, Myles Jack, and Calais Campbell lost their 3rd AFC title game to Tom Brady and the Patriots, falling 24-20. Blake Bortles is now a backup in LA, and that defense is long gone. However, they do have the number 1 pick in this year's draft class and are most likely going to select Trevor Lawrence, who most people view as a potential future Hall of Famer considering his skill set. So it may not be too long for Jacksonville to book a ticket for the Lombardi. Number 4, the 4th and final team to never make a Super Bowl in the NFL is none other than the Cleveland Browns. The Browns have won plenty of championships, just not in the Super Bowl era. And in the new NFL era, the Browns lost 2 straight conference championships in the 1968 and 69 season. If you think back-to-back championship game losses is bad, just wait until you hear this. The Browns also lost the AFC title game in 1987 after posting their best franchise record of 12-4. That game they lost was one of the most iconic NFL playoff endings of all time. Being down late in the 4th, John Elway led his team 98 yards in 15 plays to tie the game with 37 seconds left in regulation, to then later win in overtime. That 98 drive ranks as pro football's prototypical clutch performance, and to this day is nicknamed The Drive. If that doesn't sound sad enough, it gets worse. The year after that, they managed to make it to the AFC title game again, against John Elway and the Broncos again. This time around, down 1 score late in the 4th, Cleveland had a 1st and goal at the 8-yard line and gave the ball to running back Ernest Biner. Biner took the rush and was looking like he was going to score, but he fumbled at the 2-yard line. Broncos won 38-33, and that was the last time the Browns found themselves one win away from the Super Bowl, 33 years ago.
Draw to Biner. Ernest Biner.
Fumble
the ball, and Denver has recovered. Oh, my.
The Browns went on a 17-season playoff drought with only 2 winning seasons since 2002, and even had a winless season in 2017, going 0-16. However, this was recently ended this year by the Browns going 11-5 to make the playoffs, and even beat the Steelers in the wild card. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know which team you think is going to make their first ever Super Bowl out of these 4. It takes a lot of time and effort to produce these videos, so showing your appreciation by liking or subscribing means a lot. Thanks again. Take it easy.